Hi, lovely Libra. It's Evelyn from Twin Flames 3344. I'm going to pull some cards for you. Just a small clearing. This is for Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising, as well as the feminine's Mars and the masculine's Venus. Today is April 10th, 2020, but this reading is for the rest of the month, so through April 30th. I do like to read more in the present moment because we're always manifesting the present moment as opposed to looking ahead. But for some of you, these present moments won't affect you until later on in the month. So this is from today through April 30th. I've pre-shuffled. I'm just going to shuffle a few more times. And so for everybody watching, for the best and highest good of all of those concerned, what do we need to know? What do we need to learn for Libra today? And let's also clear all negative, dark, and viral energies today across all dimensions of time, space, matter, and realities for the highest good of all those concerned, and fill that empty space with only beautiful divine love and diamond crystalline light, and so it is. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, Libra. And so here we go. Take a deep breath, Libra. Really get it in there. You might want to hold your breath for a few seconds at least, if not longer. You can hold it as long as you want, as long as it's safe for you to do so. So hold your breath and then let it out slowly. One more. Libra, 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 for the best and highest good of all those concerned. What do we need to know about Libra? What do we need to learn? This April 10th through the 30th of April 2020. This is for Libra. Okay, so Libra, first card out for you today is the Hangman reversed. The challenge for you is the Ten of Swords reversed, which is good in this position. For me, that's the bliss state, letting go of the pain. And the foundation for you is the Six of Swords reversed. All right, maybe trouble finding some peace, peace of mind. And then the recent past, the Chariot reversed, which can be the state of emergency. What is crowning or in your now moment is the Queen of Swords. And what's coming up for you, Libra, is the Eight of Wands reversed. How do you see yourself? You see yourself as the Emperor reversed. And what is around you, or how might other people see you? As the Knight of Pentacles. So what are the blocks that you need to work on or release? And that is the Four of Cups, perhaps a little taste of the Holy Grail, perhaps. And then where do we end up for you guys? This is the Seven of Pentacles reversed. Not a bad thing. And then what is the connection to what's left hanging in limbo in this read? The connection is the Sun reversed. And the sun's kind of out and in here today. I don't know if you can see how bright it is outside, but it's out and then it's in. It's very, very windy today. So what's left hanging in limbo for you is Four of Pentacles reversed. And you will get another card. It may be more than one card depending on what that next card is. And then I'm going to show you the underlying energy as well at the bottom of the deck. Okay, so we have the King of Wands reversed at the bottom of the deck, and I'm going to give you a little bit of backstory here about what's been going on. So let's see what that is. And don't worry about any of the cards because I do a full clarification with the Rider-Waite mini deck, and I'll do oracle cards at the end. There's some beautiful cards underlying here. All right, so we have the Hermit reverse, which can be over-isolating, mental disease, coming out of over-isolation as well. So when it's reversed, a lot of times it's the worst of the situation and then the resolution of the situation. Like the devil is the worst of the chaos and addiction, but also what prompts going into rehab or detox, okay? So the same thing for the Hermit for me anyway. We go from this Hermit reverse, which again can just be coming out of isolation with the knowledge you've gained. And then we have the Ace of Cups, the Queen of Cups, the Tower. And then we have next is the Knight of Cups. So this is a beautiful energy between the Knight of Cups and the Queen of Cups. This big love And this can be a sexual connection, but I'm not really getting the physical connection right here because there's not more than this. We don't have a lot of wands. The Five of Wands is reversed over here, and so is the King of Wands. So it's more about this connection is here, but there's some frustration, perhaps after a fight, or not wanting conflict in their life. This is someone who can be very tired or angry after they could be fighting, and this fighting can be separate from this, and they're just too tired in their life to deal with anything else. But there's this beautiful energy of love, right? This is eye on the prize of love, the big love. The Queen of Cups is looking back into the past for that big love, and behind her is the sudden event, the sudden changes or epiphanies. This also can be an orgasm, and this can be an energetic connection between the Queen of Cups and the Knight of Cups, who's coming toward her, but she doesn't see it because she's looking towards the past love, perhaps between them, but you see how they've rearranged positions now. And then we have this energy of after the conflict, after the game. This could be someone who lost a battle or lost a game, or just someone who's fighting all the time with someone and is just exhausted regarding that. So there was a hermit who's either over-isolating. It could be a parent who has Alzheimer's or mental issues, or anyone else, but someone who has mental issues or just over-isolating or just needing to come out now. And a lot of us are over-isolating now because we have to. So it may be driving some people crazy. So it doesn't have to be a literal mental disease. It could just be feeling like you're going nuts. And then the need to come out. Come out wherever you are is coming up right now. Again, this big love between the Queen of Cups, the Tower energy of epiphanies or sudden events between them, and then the Knight of Cups rushing in. But it's like rushing back to the past. She's rushing back to the past, but he's already come back to the future and then come back behind her. It's very interesting the way this is coming up. And then the King of Wands is reversed. So he's either mad, sick, or just exhausted after a lot of fighting, conflict, games, whatever that's been happening in his life, okay? So Libra's also seeing themselves as the Emperor reversed, so that King of Wands could very much be this Emperor, because you can't show the Emperor in two places. So Libra, that could be you. So let's see what's going on. We also have in the recent past, like I said, is the Chariot reversed, which can just represent stuckness in this emergent event, a state of emergency. It can be that. It can be a need to rush, it can be an ambulance energy of rushing to the hospital, or just chaos in your life in general, feeling stuck. Broken, I would say this, broke down, broke up, broke through. All of those broken energies come up, as well as delays. Sorry about that. It can represent any kind of delays in travel or moves, or just feeling stuck. You can't go forward in a big way. And this is coming up as the energy over the King of Wands reversed. It can also be Cancer energy. We also have Scorpio energy in the underlying energy, as well as a lot of water energy from the people involved there. So Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces are definitely involved. They could represent children as well for the King of Wands reversed there. We also have Capricorn here. We have the Queen of Swords, which is all the air signs. It can be Libra, but it also can be Gemini or Aquarius. And then we have the Emperor, which can be anyone, or this just can be an Aries person reversed and not the Emperor, okay? It can just represent Aries. And then we have Earth with the Knight of Pentacles here, which can be Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. We also have Leo here. So Aries, Leo, Capricorn, Cancer, Scorpio, and then we have, of course, the King of Wands, which is all the fire signs, Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. So fire sign, we have all four represented, because we have the Queen of Cups and the Knight of Cups representing the underlying energy. So all four elements. And let's see what's going on here. The foundation is a lack of peace of mind or no peaceful place to go. This is either between the King of Wands reversed and the Emperor, or they're one and the same person. That's where the lack of peace is coming from. So it can be you within yourself, or you with an Emperor, or vice versa, you and the King of Wands. And that could be a father and son energy as well. The central energy is someone's finding a way out. Libra, it looks like you're finding a way out of being trapped. Because this hangman in this deck is very much, when it's upright, it's someone who's drowning and trying to get out. They can't find their way out of the box. It's like people who move a lot in their sleep, or sleep talk or sleepwalk, and they end up, my brother did this when he was young, where they end up with their head at the bottom of the bed and then they freak out because they don't know where they are when they wake up. It's kind of like that energy as the hangman upright in this deck. So when it's released, it's about like the magician in their water tank who can't find their key, and then all of a sudden finds their key and finds a way out of it. They're not drowning anymore. So it's about feeling no peace or no peaceful place to go, and then all of a sudden finding an escape route, finding a way out. And even if that means going back to the past where you're stuck in the state of emergency. Okay? The challenge being there is the 10 of Swords reversed, which is the worst is over of the pain and betrayal, or the ending of pain, or the painful ending, whichever way it may be for you. This is about the swords releasing from your back and feeling the bliss state. So the challenge is allowing the bliss state, allowing the pain to be over, because you may be used to that pain, and that's been a way of living, you know, with stress and all that kind of stuff. And in this deck too, it looks like Bambi has come to their rescue. And perhaps that was the person who did help you out in getting these 3 dark birds in the card to go away. So I'm going to show you that card upright. So you see the dark birds there and Bambi coming to rescue. Well, this has already happened. But it's like Bambi came in after the dark birds did their deed. Bambi comes in to rescue you, and then things turn over. They're gone, and the worst is over, okay? And it's just left the 2 of you. And crowning is the Queen of Swords. So Queen of Swords can represent the Bambi that came to help you out. All right. So let's just start from the King of Wands, reverse. Why? And there's that fight. All right. So there's been conflict, competition, a quest for the gold, feeling weak. And there's the Knight of Wands. So someone or you riding passionately in. So whether this is you or someone else, it can be an eternal war within, where you're feeling weak one minute and ready to rush in the next. So this is a war, this battle within of weakness and passion, like which is right or which do you want. But this is all fire energy. It also can be a Leo who's in your way, reversed. This can be ego, or a Leo in ego death who's out of control. So it's all about ego here, blocking, right? Fighting. And this can just be games as too, but whatever this energy is in the middle between you is blocking this good energy of rushing in with passion to play the game, and being blocked by a Leo or ego that's out of control. And perhaps shame is coming up too. All right, so that's the King of Wands reversed. You could be sick too with the Leo, the Strength card reversed, because you're weak. Fighting an illness, or fighting a parent or your own mental illness as well. And it could be something mild. It doesn't have to be a major thing. But that's the struggle. It's all about ego and physical desire, right? Whether it's sports, sex, creative projects, things like that. The ego or the illness, whatever it is in the way here. But there's this beautiful loving energy beneath this energy, right? It's either 2 kids or a loving relationship between the Queen of Cups and the Knight of Cups. That's, you know, it's like it's out of this world, like Cinderella energy, literally. And then the recent past is the Chariot reverse, which is the Moon reversed and the High Priestess reversed. So there's deception here, or a secret that's out now, right? Whatever deception was out is now out with this secret. This can also be before dawn, like getting up really early with a need to use your intuition, practicing. You could be practicing using your intuition, or the need to do that before you get up in the morning or before the sun comes up. But this is also a lot of Cancer energy reverse, because this is clarifying the Chariot, which is Cancer. So somebody could be dealing with Cancer, or someone with Cancer, or just a Cancer person, or even two Cancer people, and there's Pisces here as well. So there's a lot of water here with that Knight of Cups and the Queen of Cups energy. So there's the Knight of Cups and the Queen of Cups could literally be two Cancers or a Cancer and a Pisces, but they're all reversed right now in the recent past, right? That's not the present moment though. In the past, it was reversed. There's definitely been deception there, a need to use intuition that wasn't being used, a brokenness, and a secret that's out. And perhaps that's why the King of Wands is reversed. So if he's not sick or tired, he's pissed. After fighting this desire that's within him. All right, the foundation here is the Six of Swords reversed. And there's the Queen of Cups coming out with the World. And this is someone who's very positive. This is the Queen of Cups is usually very loving and family oriented, right? All about being nurturing, mothering, and also intuitive energy. And you see her very much focused on the love. And there's a lot of water around her. She's very comfortable at the beach by the water in flowing energies. And then we have the World. This is about completion. It's also about the sealed divine feminine marching to the beat of her own drum, right? And there we have Thoth and Michael watching over her. She's sealed, right, by nature. And then we have the Bull and Lion down here, unable to get to her. Okay, she's out there for all to see in her nakedness, right? Marching to the beat of her own drum. She's got a piece of DNA strand in each hand, right? Marching to the beat of her own drum. And then also sealed, right? We have the two infinities at either end, sealed, just like a seal in an envelope, okay? Spiritually sealed. So this could definitely be a divine counterpart, all right? So either she, and this is Pisces and Cancer energy as well, so it could be someone with Pisces and Cancer in their chart. Okay, but no peace of mind or no peaceful place to go, stuck in these energies. But the heart emotions are really beautiful for the feminine. But the Swords energy might have to do with you as a masculine Libra, because you're coming up very much masculine. If you're the feminine Libra, you have the Emperor reversed in your energy. And then you could be the Queen of Cups over here, who has some water in your chart. So what do we have here in the middle there? We have the Hangman reversed. So it's found an escape route out to get to the past, to go back and get, to fix what was broken, because we have the Chariot reversed, we have Death reversed, and we have the Hangman upright here prior to the escape. All right, so this is the never-ending story, a death that took forever to end, an ending of a relationship, a work relationship, or a job, or literally somebody who was passing away, took forever to end, and having to hang out and see new perspectives in the situation, or hung out to dry, but now have found a way out. That's Libra's energy there. The challenge being the Ten of Swords reversed. Why for Libra? Okay. The need to get back on the horse again and journey on. This is about good news, success, attention, and leading the way. Back in the saddle again. And look at the horse. He's like, we got this. It's all okay. And then we have the Four of Swords, which is about walking into instability or into a move that needs to happen, into the ending of a marriage or a visit at somebody else's house, or someone coming to visit your house. This could be a visit. And that could literally be a ghost visitation as well, I'm getting, since there's so much spiritual energy coming up here with the High Priestess and the Divine Feminine energy. All right, especially since we have the Hangman upright, it could be that something scared the crap out of you, because it literally could have been a ghost that showed up that you saw. Pretty funny. So the worst is over. The bliss dates come. It's about you allowing this, allowing yourself to receive good news, allowing yourself to be in attention of other people. Maybe you don't want the attention, maybe you don't like attention because it makes you feel insecure. But it's about finding security within yourself and shining your light and going forth, even if it means walking through instability or receiving visitors, whether it's in your house or in the etheric realms, okay? Which is definitely coming up. That doesn't usually come up for me. We also have the 10 of Wands reversed with this. A lot of wand energy, both here and here as the challenge. So the challenge is to get moving and lead. You need to be the leader. Receive visits or go to visit, or it could be moving homes or leaving a marriage or ending a big party that was scheduled because you're not allowed to have it anymore. This is about dropping all the burdens, but this also can be confessions, okay? Dropping responsibility, all the hard labor that you were doing may be tough to let go of because you worked so hard, but it's also about not killing yourself. You need to let go. Okay, so it's about allowing the instability to come in, because the instability then will force you to fall over and let go, because you shouldn't be carrying 10 wands in the first place. So now in the crowning position is your now moment, the Queen of Swords. Why does Libra have the Queen of Swords there, which actually can be you as well? All right, we have the Six of Cups reversed and the Wheel of Fortune. And for me, this is Libra energy. And this is perhaps a negative past or children who are being difficult, or the past returning in a soulmate type relationship. So that can be a friend, a sibling, or someone from the past or past life. Whatever it is, they could be returning, but in a good way. We have the Queen of Swords upright, so whether that's you or somebody else. So if you're the masculine Emperor, that would be a feminine coming in with the truth, and this propels you forward. Somebody might be schooling the goose. This is Akashic Records, the Sphinx. So Akashic Records could come up for you from the past and past lives in order to clear the slate. Schooling the deuce. Oh, I was getting douche too. So schooling the goose, the douche, or the deuce. And deuce is a pair, right? So, and that can represent twins as well, especially with all this energy coming up. So, but this is spinning the wheel forward, allowing the teacher, right? When the student is ready, the teacher will come, and that may be coming in the form of a past person you used to know, a friend, a soulmate, or a relative, or it could literally be a past life, soulmate or twin, okay? And that they may have Libra in their chart as well, okay? If that's not you. Because you could be that Libra feminine and dealing with an Emperor reversed. You could be an Aries or just a fire sign, King of Wands. So soon what's coming up is the Eight of Wands reversed, which has to do with not expressing your feelings, not allowing energetic exchange with other people, or a heated exchange where you're fighting. That can be a really nasty fight because it's very physical. It also is delays in communications and travel, and relating to the Emperor reversed here, who could be either out of control, ego, abusing their power, or literally going through ego death where he's stepping down from power. And there's no peace, though, between himself with the King of Wands reversed, or that's somebody else, okay? So why do we have the Eight of Wands reversed? Okay, so somebody's suffering in silence, stressed out, up nights, purging, can't sleep, headaches, whatever it is that's keeping you up at night, about needing to share with others or settling out with someone who's offering love, or a child. And that's going to be puppy love as well. Needing to share with the person who wants to love you instead of blocking love from coming in. It could be an energetic exchange at night too, between someone who loves you and you love them. There's the sexual energy. This is a new passion or new offer of creativity and growth from a loving energy who wants to, all they want to do is share, and you may be upset because maybe you haven't allowed them to share with you. And again, this just can be a child as well, wanting to share with a parent who's been impatient and not wanting to give them their time right now. So now we have the Page of Cups, the Knight of Cups, and the Queen of Cups all represented. So it's very loving energy around you. Why do you, Libra, you are the Emperor reversed. Why? Take a deep breath. All right, we have the Fool, open-hearted and ready to leap. And there's that betrayal. This can be dealing with pain, ending pain, or a painful ending, or dealing with back pain issues. Okay, so when you get massages and things like that, this card can come up for that as well. It's like offering yourself love by getting a massage or a back treatment, spa day perhaps, offering yourself love, maybe because if you're bored or apathetic, or grounding and integrating an offer of love and freeing yourself in that way. So this Emperor reversed, and that can have to do with Trump energy too, because he's an Emperor in red, white, and blue. So he very much can be Trump reversed, or maybe a Trump card that's reversed. Maybe you got trumped, literally. Or you could be playing a card game with trumps. But you got trumped. Maybe you feel that way financially. Maybe you got screwed on your taxes. But there's a painful ending or ending pain, or using your back pain or expenses around back pain issues to free yourself from perhaps debt. This could be tax relief as well. The tax relief with Trump may have freed you from your pain. Yeah, it's like a small offer of love to relieve your pain. That may not be a big thing, but it may totally free you at the same time. So you could be free from debt. There's not like not any money showing here. It's more about the pain of it. So unless you work with pain or in the spa type industry, you know, where you're touching people or healing their pain or just making them feel better. It's just saying though, when there's a lot of pain, it just takes a little love to make it all better. It's like kissing the boo-boo better. And then we have the Three of Swords reversed, which is about healing and forgiving. This is grounding and integrating, healing and forgiving, a message of love. And remember, this message of love is coming from this Page of Cups up here, who just wants to share. And this is coming from the Libra with all these swords, suffering in silence and ending the pain. Libra's now learning to free themselves, to allow themselves to be with an open heart and taking a leap of faith. And this Fool is leaping towards the Queen of Cups over here, who completes them. So that's masculine. Or vice versa. This could be the Libra energy, feminine, and then this could be a masculine that's leaping toward her. After feeling sad, this can be some kind of loss, guilt, but it's also guilt and shame. Loss and regret, guilt and shame. This is standing at the Y in the road, deliberating, not making a decision one way or the other, clinging to the past, right, not letting go, but like the relay race, not letting go of that third baton to either finish the fourth leg of the race or go back and start again. But now someone's finding a way out of that. This is the Fool. This is really significant here, because here's the Fool finding a way out by having faith. What's around you, Libra, how you're seen, is the Knight of Pentacles, the loyal, humble servant, the workhorse in his greens and golds, which is very heart-based. Taking their time. Why is the Knight of Pentacles there for Libra? This is about dumping all emotional attachments that no longer serve. You'll be getting rid of stuff in your house that you're emotionally attached to, right? Things that used to be important to you but that are no longer, right? Things that sparkle but were really of no use to you. And you are freeing yourself that way. You're getting rid of a lot of swords here. Now the Nine of Swords is still upright, but remember the clarification cards come before the actual card that's down. So you were suffering or stressed out, and now you're releasing yourself by ending the pain. Remember the challenge is, here's the ending of the pain with the Ten of Swords, but here's the complete, like not letting it back in, over. This is the bliss, allowing the bliss to come in. You're okay with releasing the pain and ending it, but you may have trouble allowing the bliss, allowing others to give you love. Maybe you give a lot of love to other people, but you have trouble accepting love and bliss. A feeling of goodness and freeness and love. Okay? But you're learning to release things, release your anxiety by getting rid of stuff that no longer serve you, whether it's people, things, places, jobs, whatever. And then we have your blocks is the Four of Cups. And this Four of Cups is the same as this Four of Cups, except they're very different expressions. This one's very bored. They're bored, apathetic, ignoring this offer from God. And in this cup, you're very tempted by the Holy Grail. And this cup is bigger than these. You're finally seeing that this cup is not the same as these three. Here, It's huge compared to the other three that are sitting next to you, and there's actually a rat in this cup that you have. So one of those cups is a rat, or there's a rat sniffing around them anyway. But you're very interested in the Holy Grail, very tempted by it, and that's your block or your challenge, not allowing yourself something that's really good for you. All right, not allowing yourself something that's really good for you. This is fighting the love, right? Blocking the love. This is like standing in your truth so adamantly, and it's okay to be in your truth and allow others to walk away if they don't like it. But if you're doing it with war in your heart as opposed to love, then where is the love? Where is the love? The love. So that's coming up here. It's about allowing yourself to accept love, that you're worthy of love, and walk away from addictions and codependencies, okay? Walk away from the chaos. What's missing from your life? All of this that you made perfect, it's not about perfection. It's about being authentic. It's like finding who you really are. Who are you? Are you this perfection? Or are you this missing space, the space between, the quantum leap, right? So this is ending the chaos, allowing the love to come in, to push you to walk away from what no longer serves you, and go within to release the codependencies and addictions and the chaos in your life, to find what it is, who's authentically you in the first place, and what is it that you really want. So we end up there with the Seven of Pentacles. This is actually a really beautiful read, Libra. Seven of Pentacles reversed has to do with implementing a new plan after reaping rewards. How do you want to spend your money? If you don't want to just retire, do you want to reinvest it? Do you want to spend it? Do you want to go back to work? Do you want to travel around the world? Do you have enough? So what is it that you want? And here we have the king, or excuse me, the king. There could be a king who's the hermit with light, right? The hermit can be a professional, can be an old wise person. It can be a Virgo. It can be just anyone who's shedding light for you. But there's someone who goes within or spends a lot of time alone. Okay. So this is about going within and shedding light, either to avoid disaster or in the aftermath of disaster to see what went wrong. So you may be implementing your money in self-care, clearing your wounds, right? Shadow work. You may be investing some money in clearing out, trying to figure out, looking back at your life, looking back at your wounds from other lives to see what actually went wrong, so you understand and you can release those things, and so that they will never be pulled back into your life, or so that you know not to repeat your past mistakes. We then have the Queen of Wands and the Temperance card coming in, and this is coming in next to the aftermath of sudden events or epiphanies, but also avoiding disaster. So maybe avoiding disaster with the Queen of Wands, who may be a Sagittarius, okay? Maybe you're Sagittarius too, and you need to be patient with her, and she's looking at you like you're crazy. Or she's just Sagittarius. Maybe she's being patient with you while you figure out what your wounds are. Maybe you're going through a midlife crisis, and this is your partner trying to be patient with you, or you being patient with them. Right? Or the Queen of Wands is you. You're Libra with a lot of fire in your chart. Sagittarius specifically. So what is, maybe you have a lot of feminine in you. That in your Sagittarius fire energy, that may come out very feminine. We also have Scorpio there. And Virgo. So you may have all of those signs in your chart. And after implementing a plan with the Queen of Swords upright over there, we then have the Sun reversed. And the Sun reversed has to do with being tired, depleted, you know, sick, or overexposed. So after implementing a plan, the connection to what's like hanging in limbo is overexposure or illness, being tired, drained. It could be kids draining you. And then we end up with what's left hanging in limbo is the Four of Pentacles reversed, letting go of whatever you're clinging to or holding on to. Right? It's like surrender, but don't give your heart away. Okay. So why do we have this for Libra? And Spirit's connecting with me there. Feeling defenseless to the energies and attacks here, but this is good because when you surrender, when you can no longer fight it, That's when you learn not to care so much about what other people say and do, because it really doesn't matter in the whole scheme of things. It only matters what's important to you and being authentic to yourself. But most of us don't realize that until we get knocked down to the bottom and have to build ourselves back up, where we realize we don't have to make everybody else happy. That's their job, not ours. And this is about taking back your power, taking back what others stole from you. Right? This is about you taking your power back. And you start by getting back what was taken from you, or figuring it out, what you feel like was taken back from you. What were you running away from? You were running away from stardom, shining your light, dreams come true, healing, or are you running away from an Aquarius? Okay. Are you taking from somebody else's dreams? Or was a Leo doing that to you? It's like so someone's definitely choosing a new path, whether that's you. Yeah, it looks like you are choosing a new path, and you're telling an Aquarius energy that that's what you're doing. You're letting go. You're spending some money, even though you don't have a lot left, to choose a new path. You're telling that to an Aquarius or someone who's a star in their field, or a healer. And that healer, perhaps that healer has been stolen from by those who felt defenseless. So someone who felt defenseless, and that could be a Leo, who's someone who's sick as well. And someone could consider them as sick in the mind because they stole from them. But it's like someone who felt defenseless to the energies and attacks stole from someone who was in the limelight, so like took their ideas because they felt defenseless. So somebody might telling you the excuse why they took from you or took your ideas or thoughts from someone who's in the limelight, someone who chose a new path forward, but then letting go of what was taken from them, like not expecting them to make restitution. Okay, it's someone letting go. It's like, it's okay, it's the past, don't worry about it, we're good. It's kind of like that. Whether that's Leo, whether that's Libra or Leo, you may be dealing with a Leo, Aquarius, Virgo, Scorpio, Sagittarius. You can be dealing with those energies. They can all also be general energies within yourself. And then the next card coming up for you was again Leo. So the Strength card reverse, weak, ego death, a Leo who's out of control. This can be illness and sickness as well. So you have both Leo cards reversed. You can be dealing with someone who is ill, and it doesn't have to be coronavirus or anything else. It can be any kind of illness. This is the Page of Cups reversed is a rejection. So you could be feeling weak from a rejection, or Leo does, or Pisces does, and this can be a child feeling rejected as well, because we had the Page of Cups upright before, and now they're feeling rejected after offering love. That can be someone who has Leo in their chart, but also, and Pisces, but also can just be someone feeling weak and dejected, you know, in ego death. And then we have the Three of Pentacles, a place of co-creation. So it can be the workplace. It's somebody using their rejection or their weakness to put into their work, you know, to transmute that negative into a positive, like making lemons into lemonade. And then we have the Taurus energy, or the Hierophant, which can be religion, the establishment, the societal norms, the marriage, whatever it is. There's some kind of commitment here to co-creating and the workplace, but there seems to be religion involved here, as well as work, and perhaps children are a loving energy here. And this can just represent a Taurus as well. So you could have Taurus in your chart, or the person you're dealing with is working with you, but feeling rejected in love. And again, that could be a child. And then here you are down on your knees praying that these dark birds go away, or that something changes, helps you change to be able to let go of this old circumstance. All right. And then the last card you get is that Six of Wands, the journeyman, right? Good news comes in, success, attention, and leading the way, allowing the love. is what helps you. So let's clarify some of this for you. This is going long, sorry about that, but it's a good read. So why do we have the Page of Cups reversed now here at the end? There's the King of Cups reversed, so now we have all 4 cups, but the King is reversed, and the Page is now reversed. So the Queen and Knight are upright still. So there's some kind of issue between the King of Cups and the Page of Cups. So it can be father and child issues, or it can be your own inner child or your father and child issues of rejection or emotional detachment, or perhaps over-emotionalism or manipulation or drinking. Somebody's looking back at the past, going back to the past or living in the past and stuck in their emotions without peace. All right, so that has to do with the Page of Cups reversed. So there was a rejection or a child who's acting. The child can either be vulnerable and shy and rejected, or it can be the opposite side of that same coin of the Page of Cups reversed, which is spoiled and entitled. So it can be a King of Cups who's a spoiled child, looking back or living in the past, unable to find peace, or unable to find peace with this energy of love that was offered to them before. So why do we have the 3 of Pentacles there with the Hierophant? There's the Queen of Swords reversed with the Ace of Pentacles reversed. So the Queen of Pentacles was upright in your now moment there, but here it was reversed. So in the past, they were either really hurt, this is like super hurt and mourning, or it can be someone who wasn't talking to you or is very verbally abusive or lying. All right, so it could be any of those energies, but blocking a new start from happening. This could be somebody who's withholding, whether it's money, time, and energy, whatever it is, holding back a new life, or trying to magnetize money, or literally playing ball as well. But that has to do with coming together at work with a Taurus, trying to save money. But this Queen of Swords, if you are Taurus or whoever you're working with is a Taurus, the energy between you isn't good, because either this Queen of Swords reversed at work, who you're working with, is withholding money or their thoughts, or is being bitchy or, constantly on your case, or vice versa, you're on their case. So there's withholding both thoughts and words, but also time, money, and energy, but it has nothing to do with emotions here anyway. It's all work related. And then we have praying and then good news. So what is that for Libra? Why are we praying? The dark birds go away, and then there's good news. What is it? Well, we have 2 9s, which is and they're reversed, which is good, because that means it's over. The worst is over. The 9s are done. It's going into the 1 of the new start. This is surrender, right? The wounded warrior is no longer fighting a battle of their old wounds, the past. They're surrendering, and this is about being dissatisfied. Maybe you had everything, emotional fulfillment, but you still weren't happy because you weren't being authentic to yourself. And there could be arrogance here as well. But now it's turned over, starting over again. This could literally be dissatisfaction or unhappiness. But this is about surrender to not wanting to be alone, wanting to find someone to share it with. So the good news is surrender. And then we have the Knight of Pentacles reversed, which is this state of emergency may have been to your benefit, like forcing you to not work and be still, because you might have been a workaholic, okay? And this actually made you stay still to become more in tune with your body and your emotions, to understand what was actually happening. Not offering your services to everyone, right? Just to drain your own self and not make yourself happy. This could be dealing with, wounded warriors and people who are unhappy, right? This is someone in surrender. This is someone who's dissatisfied. This is someone who can be stubborn or lazy. And these are people out in the cold or dejected, destitute, in exile. So you may be the good news for other people here. Maybe you're able to go back to work. Maybe you're working with healing business in some way. It can be anything that's healing, but whatever you're doing is good news for these other people who felt left out in the cold. You may be back in business, or maybe somebody was exiled from a group or let go, but now they're somebody may have tripped up, messed up, done something stupid, or hurt themselves, and maybe are excited that you or somebody else is there to help them. This is about breaking patterns as well, letting go. Somebody might have had to eat their words, or choked on their words, or literally choked in a situation that they needed to perform, and then they, this could literally be messing up a performance, or literally screwing up and didn't do the right thing. Maybe you believed the wrong person, or you took the wrong action, or you made the wrong decision, you tripped up, you're breaking patterns, you're dropping the facade, being true to yourself, perhaps taking back what you said, or needing to eat your words, or again, feeling choked, and now you feel attacked by all these energies because you have no defense to what was said or announced. Or they didn't. And holding on, this is holding on, skating on thin ice, perhaps holding on loosely but not having a lot. This is about being moderate, grounded, and saving, and being more traditional, or that's Taurus energy, the church, establishment, marriage, right? Saving. So it could be an Aquarius, Taurus here too, who's been holding on or saving money. Some people were left out in the cold, but now ultimately is the Six of Wands. So there's good news, success, and attention, leading the way to a lot of people who may need your help or like your leadership. And here's the spreading the word or getting the word out. So you may have changed in having to stop working, or however it affected your business in a lot of people not being able to go to work. It looks like there may have been a revamp or a redo or a reassessment of your own wants and needs or emotions, and then coming back to work in an even better way. Okay? Announcing the state of emergency, or you're at least available for emergency services might be it. Or that you're stepping down altogether, or this Emperor is. Okay? You're seeing yourself as the Emperor reversed. Or somebody is broke. Okay? So someone just can't keep up like they used to. They could be stepping down from their power, or in a state of emergency have to step down, or literally fell and got hurt, so they had to go to the hospital. So somebody's spreading the word. So the Six of Wands could literally just be getting attention because you got hurt. Or that you messed up, maybe you embarrassed yourself, and either which way, you're stepping down to get help, whether it's going to the hospital or just needing a rest, whatever it is. That's the way it's ending up. There may be a disconnect as well. There could be a breakup here, whether it's just in business or partnership or in a relationship, perhaps with the Queen of Pentacles reversed. All right, so it definitely looks like there's 1 to 3 men here who are splitting up or need rest, all right? They can't do what they did. They have to take a rest, or this could be someone who passed away as well. But it's not something that's new. This would have happened already. But this also can just be someone losing money and status and needs to take a rest, or got injured and needs to take a rest, or like I said, it's someone who may have passed already, and there's a disconnect in the announcements going out now. Or back to work as usual. Or someone's just replacing someone at work, so the announcement about who's replacing them is coming up. And then we have the Empress reversed. So we have the Emperor and the Empress reversed, and then the Page of Wands reversed. All right, this could be somebody who loses their temper really easily. So people might not be happy about who's replacing them. All right, or this can be a mother and child who aren't getting along, but back to work as usual. There's some kind of mixture of energies there. The Emperor and the Empress are both reversed, though, which is very prominent in your read, so since the Emperor is coming up in your position. The Empress wasn't in focus until now, where it's clarifying in the future that she may be coming in to absorb some of the work, but like I said, this Empress reverse could have a really bad temper. She could throw temper tantrums. So you might want to meditate if you have to work with her, that kind of thing. Or maybe it could be a miscarriage as well. So someone might come back to work after having a miscarriage because the Empress reversed with the Page of Wands reversed could be someone who lost a child, so they might have miscarried, and now are coming back to work. So an announcement is out about that. All right, so I'm going to end it there. I have to give you your oracle card still, and we're already at 50 minutes. So the underlying energy here would then be sunshine, energy, kids. There could have been an ending to a family cycle here with the 10 of Cups reversed, with full exposure about the ending of the family or emotional cycle, or and a cycle of unhappiness, of emotions. And there's the being dumped or pushed to their emotional limits, losing money with the family or losing the family, period. And this has to do with manipulation, right? Or just feeling insecure, perhaps losing tools or not having the tools to deal with the situation. That's where Libra's coming into the read at. So we're going to do a quick oracle read from the energy deck and then crystal angels. So again, we have the major players were any fire sign, Cancer, Aries, Capricorn, and then the Queen of Swords, so any air sign. All 4 signs, all 12 signs came up in this read for people. But the major signs were Cancer, Capricorn, Aries, Leo a lot, reversed. And then Taurus came up at the end there. And Scorpio's in there too. All right, so what is the suggestion here? What is the guidance for Libra here? All right, there's definitely hostilities, temper tantrums going on. So, and that's 26 is the Page of Wands. And the Page of Wands was the last card I pulled, which was reversed. So it can be a child that has temper tantrums, or an empress, grown woman who acts like a child, or it can just be the masculine energy in general coming out as a child, having temper tantrums and acting like a kid, you know, showing their hostilities. And then we have 12, which is the Temple Path. And that's the Thomas Kincaid reference here to the Garden of Prayer. And that actually came up for me in getting some downloads today. So, the Temple Path, meditation. Take time out. This is like a garden of prayer. There was definitely recommendations in my energy earlier today suggesting making a garden of prayer, like a place in your backyard, perhaps with some crystals and flowers that you can sit and meditate. Perhaps a gondola, you know. To perhaps get away from this energy. So you see where the masculine energy is, angry and needing silence or solace. And then we have the 7 of community and the 42 of the woman holding a coin. And this can be that Empress energy reversed. But it's 42, which is the 2 of Cups, which was reversed, and we had the Empress reversed. So it's definitely a breakup here with some negative energy and perhaps gossiping energy. This is the Chariot, which was reversed as well. So there's a lot of broken energy around groups. It can be negative groups or influences, gossip, a nasty woman perhaps who controls with money. Okay, so the masculine's angry because of this woman with power or money who's they're breaking up with or disconnecting from, and looks more business oriented, but it can be both as well. The underlying energy is the 4th chakra, Archangel Raphael, which has to do with healing, and the heart chakra. So focus on your heart, and the Queen of Cups is very positive for you, Libra. She was very loving and positive in 2 places upright in this read. And the Knight of Cups as well with that, and the Page of Cups were all very loving and positive. So focus on the heart chakra and physical healing here. All right, so from the crystal deck. I've been trying to keep these readings under 30 minutes, and they just keep getting longer. This is the longest one I've done so far. There's a lot of anger that's being released right now, and you had a lot of wands in the read, and definitely could be a Leo. This Empress could have Leo in her chart, but it's Leo out of control. It could be Taurus energy as well, because Taurus came up around there too. Could be a couple who's upset too. Somebody could have been rushed to the hospital, so the Emperor and Empress could just be upset because someone got rushed to the hospital for some reason. All right, so from the crystal angels, what is our advice for Libra? What is the advice for Libra? Take a deep breath. Deep breath. Okay, we have Azurite, deep emotional healing. Your heart's ready to heal from past experiences, and you are willing to devote time and energy towards therapeutic care, which was everything about what was coming up here. You know, a garden of prayer for yourself in the backyard, as well as going back and doing shadow work to release things, you know, what went wrong, why did it go wrong, and how can I avoid those mistakes in the future. So all that stuff is coming up for you, Libra. This one wants to be seen too. Divine intervention. God sends miracles to answer sincere prayers. And that's gold. So gold may be helpful for you as well as azurite. And the purple and gold is the Christ energy or the unity consciousness, but also, you know, it's very violet here. So using your crown, letting the light in, the Christ energy. And then we have emerald as well, which is ceremonies and celebrations. It's a time of important life passages such as weddings, birthdays, graduations, or anniversaries. So, and emerald just bringing up the green of the heart to focus on your heart as well. So that could be your own graduation from a certain cycle in your life. And then the underlying energy is the ruby. That came up yesterday as well. Bless your heart. Reach out for emotional and spiritual support to heal and mend your heart. So it's so heart-based here too. Okay. So the magenta can have to do with the masculine energy as well. And compassion. Focus on your heart and high heart. And let the unity conscious in. Just bathe yourself in that golden white light all over you. Like when you're in the shower, just imagine it falling all around you to heal you and clear your aura. Put some salt in your, I always put salt in my apricot scrub, the Himalayan salt, because it's very healing to your aura. And just focus on yourself. Focus on your crown. Say crown open, and focus on your heart chakra as well as your root to make sure everything's nice and balanced. You can look up online. There's all different ways of balancing your chakras, but just use your intention. That's all it takes, okay? And it looks like you're doing the right thing, but you need to release anger, or people around you need to release anger, and it's all about just healing yourself right now. Okay, so I hope that was helpful. Make sure you drink your water. That was a big download for me earlier too, that it's not just about the quantity of water. If you don't release your emotions as well, it's like quantity versus quality. So you can drink all the water you want and be really healthy that way, but if you don't release emotions, you're still going to have trouble connecting to the etheric realms and to your higher self. So make sure you drink enough water, but also release your emotions. Allow yourself to cry. Make sure to get enough rest. Get your joy and get your nature. Go hug a tree and rise and be loved. I hope this was helpful, Libra. Oh, hang in there. Rise and be loved. Bye.